Congressman Khanna, Democrat from California. Congressman Khanna, I didn't even mention, it also comes after Meta, for the first time, decided to give to an inauguration. They never gave. They gave nothing in 2021. They're giving $1 million now, as is OpenAI, as is Amazon. So it seems like the fix is in. The tech bros have decided they want to go MAGA. Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the biggest damage Meta is doing, and that is to our kids. I mean, they're feeding eating disorders and algorithms to young people. They're feeding suicidal thoughts to young people, and they have opposed, through lobbying, any effort to get the Kids Online Safety Act. And then I'm for free speech, but free speech doesn't mean that you have sexual harassment and intimidation and hate speech on a platform. It doesn't mean that you have bots running amok, which aren't even human beings, and they aren't tackling any of that. And it doesn't mean that you have misinformation related to public health that could lead to sickness, disease, and even death.
But it seems that that's what they do mean, though, Congressman. The anger that the right felt was in part because they want to say conspiracy theories about things like gender and immigration and race. But also this. Let me let you listen to Meta's chief global affairs officer. He gave an exclusive interview to Fox and said the following. This is Joel Kaplan.
We got a lot of pressure around COVID in particular to take down more content, even things like humor and satire about the pandemic and about vaccines. So, we did experience that kind of pressure. The decisions we made ultimately were our own. But there's a real opportunity here with President Trump coming into office with his commitment to free expression for us to get back to those values.
He mentioned the COVID vaccines and COVID. This is a lot about that, right? The right wants to be able to spread misinformation about the next pandemic unfettered.
Well, notice what he didn't say in that quote. He said it was their own decision. He said we got pressure from who and why. He has no evidence that there was actually pressure. He said it was their own decision. And the reality is, when it comes to health and public health, there has long been a doctrine, even under the First Amendment, that you can't have the type of misinformation that is going to hurt people's health or hurt the public health. I mean, do you want platforms to be giving misinformation about what medicine someone should take for heart disease or what medicine they should take or treatment for cancer? Of course, these are regulated for the public good.
Yeah, well, I think that they think misinformation and abuse are their civil rights. So that's what's going to be happening. I do want to give you some time. We know that President Carter is lying in state in Washington. You have a special connection to him, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to share your thoughts on the late president.
Well, he's such an antidote to all that we're talking about the ostentation of wealth and power. I got to intern for him as a 19-year-old at the Carter Center in 1996, and then went with Barbara Lee to hear him preach in church, where he said that the power of America isn't being a military power. What he hoped a superpower meant is to be a peacemaker. And he's an antidote in his integrity, in his decency, in his lack of ostentation to the spectacle of politics today. I'm so glad that the country is realizing what a great human being and leader he really was.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the decency and goodness of this man. He also, I think, for a lot of people who have been troubled by what Christianity, at least on the far right, has represented to the world, he represented the best of Christianity as well, and just a good, decent man. And so he is well missed. Congressman Khanna, thank you, and thank you for sharing those memories with us.